Welcome back to MacPhee Ford. Today we're taking a look at this pre-owned 2008 Porsche 911 Targa 4S. Yes, this is recently traded in here. It is a 2008 Porsche 911 with the Targa top, so it has the retractable glass roof, 4 which is all-wheel drive, and the S which is the sport model. Let's take a look at what features do come in this Porsche. We're going to take a look at all the weird little nooks and crannies of it. So, starting off, you do have noted a little bit of slight damage on the paint here, but to be expected. Getting on inside of the Porsche though, on the door sill you do have nice leather. You've got your power window controls here and power mirror controls. Then you've got your door handle and Bose sound system. And then quick peek of the interior of the Porsche, and getting inside it here, you'll notice the key slot is on the left, just like so. And that is because in the older Porsche races, in order for them to get in their car and go fast enough and quickly off the line, they would jump in and have the key on the left so they could use their right hand to grab the seatbelt and put it in gear and go. Pretty smart thinking on their part. You have the lighting controls here as well to the left. And then you have your main steering component, steering wheel here, aftermarket stereo. But let's take a look at this here. So let's go ahead and turn it to auxiliary mode. And then you do have a nice dash here. On the left, you've got your oil temperature, your clusters, your RPM, your motor temperature for your coolant, your gas gauge, and then you have your oil temperature, which is a lot of gauges to look at there. In the center, you do have an infotainment screen, basically. So you use this lever down here to cycle through. You've got service there. You've got a distance to empty. You've got liters, kilometers, your average speed, your tire pressure. And then you can cycle through again and go up through it just like so. And then there's a few other menus in here. TPC, which is your tire pressure control. You can go down here and you can info your tires, you can load them, and then you can go back. And then you have info there. You have your oil measures, and then you have set, which you can reset the units and the display. Basic language settings, and your clock. On the left here you do have a tachometer or a mileage counter, a short mileage counter, and on the right you have your clock and your temperature control actually too, which is neat. You do have this aftermarket infotainment screen. It is touch. You've got navigation in here, which is cool to see. You've got, back to your home there, you even have various radio stations. You've got HD radio. You can switch it from FM to AM. Going back, you've got Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Spotify, Pandora. Then you can go into your iPod, USB, SD, AV, audio. There's so many different little features in this aftermarket stereo, which is really cool. So you can have full potential of your radio usage while cruising around in your Porsche. Next, you have your climate controls. These are your climate center with your temperature on the left, your fan control on the right. You've got heated seats, you've got cycling, you've got defrosters, you've got AC, you've got other heated seats for the passenger too. You've got auto, you've got the directional temperature, and then further down you have the rear deck lid spoiler, which is adjustable. You can put this up and down. You've got your sport mode suspension there. It actually gives you a little prompt when you put it on. You've got normal and sport, and then you have your PSM, which I believe is traction control, but I'm not 100% positive. Down here you do have a nice little cubby, and yes, this is 6-speed manual, which is awesome. Porsches in manual are great, and they're a lot of fun. Moving into the center here, nothing too crazy. You do have a screen in here. This is for the top screen above the Targa top, which is pretty neat, as well as the actual Targa top controls for here, which is pretty neat too. Alright, and now we are going to start it up. I said it was a bit louder earlier, so let's go ahead and start up so you can hear what it sounds like. It does have a custom exhaust on it, so I believe it is straight piped. Go ahead, turn the key, clutch in, and you could hear it come to life just like that. You also get a good look at those LED headlights up front too. We'll get out and walk around. As you can see, Stepping outside of the Porsche, on the side here you do have a few other controls. This is for your front trunk release, your rear glass release, and then the rear trunk pop release as well. So this is your rear glass when it is up, and then you can see you do have your back seats back there. They're kind of hard to see from the front, but you do have 2 back seats, and then you have a little bit of storage there. But if you do push these forwards, you can actually have quite a bit of space back there, which is pretty neat and convenient. And here is where your rear deck lid was. It's this little cutout here. The Targa 4S logo is back there, your quad tip exhaust as well. Let's go ahead and actually pop the engine hood. So you can take a look at the engine. This is the flat 6, very popular motor, the Porsche 3.8 in it. Going around to the side of the Porsche back here, you do have in the back 305 30 19-inch tires in the rear with your Porsche ceramic brakes, the red painted calipers that say Porsche on them, which is awesome to see. You have this fantastic orange paint, and then getting on in this side here, same deal. You do have the Dolby sound system, the Targa 4S, and then if you push this seat forwards, you can actually see you do have the back seats back there. And then towards this side here, you've got the gas cap and the front tire, which the fronts are on 235 19s. And lastly, we'll look up towards the front of the Porsche. So you can see you do have for the headlights here, they're halogen, they're high beams, low beams, and the fog lights. You've actually got these headlight washers here, which go off with the windshield washers. Squirts a bit of windshield wash on the headlights, gives them a nice clean. And then you have your frunk there, of course. This is really cool, really convenient of the Porsche. Since there's no rear trunk with the engine there, you do need a space to store any cargo you have. So you have a nice frunk here. Not too big, but you can fit, you know, a few small backpacks, a small duffel bag, enough to get you by if you're ever going to be road tripping in your Porsche. And lastly, I did go ahead and remove the Targa top, put it back so you can see what that looks like. Adds a lot of nice airflow, nice glass top, sides right in behind here, which is really, really cool to see. But as always, this is the 2008 Porsche 911 Targa 4S. We appreciate you watching, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.